For centuries, before grocery store aisles and global supply chains, the earth provided everything we needed to thrive. Our ancestors didn't just walk through a field, they walked through a grocery store with no checkout lines. They knew the weeds under their feet were nutrient-dense superfoods, packed with more minerals than any commercial vegetable. Today, we've been conditioned to see nature as something to be mowed and poisoned, trading vibrant wild flavors for plastic-wrapped produce. I'm taking you back to the roots, showing you 20 wild foods in your own backyard that the food industry would rather you forget. Stay tuned, because the final entry is a common plant people spend hundreds to kill, unaware it's a culinary delicacy hidden in plain sight for you. Number 20. Purslane. You've likely seen this succulent creeping through the cracks in your driveway or garden beds. While most gardeners rip it out, purslane is actually a powerhouse of omega-3 fatty acids, more than any other leafy green. It has a crisp, lemony crunch that is perfect in salads or sautéed with garlic. It's a survival food hiding in plain sight. Number 19. Chickweed. This delicate, star-flowered plant loves the cool shade of your backyard. It tastes remarkably like corn silk or young spinach. Rich in potassium and vitamin C, chickweed has been used for generations to cool the body and provide a fresh burst of energy in the early spring when other crops are still dormant. Number 18. Lamb's quarters. Often called wild spinach, this plant is actually more nutritious than the spinach you buy at the store. Its leaves have a dusty, silvery underside that sheds water. High in protein, calcium, and vitamin A, it grows tall and proud in disturbed soil. Once you taste it steamed with a little butter, you'll never look at it as a weed again. Number 17. Wood sorrel. If you've ever seen what looks like a clover but with heart-shaped leaves and tiny yellow flowers, you've found wood sorrel. It contains oxalic acid, giving it a sharp, refreshing citrus tang. It's nature's candy, a perfect palate cleanser that children have gathered for thousands of years. Number 16. Garlic mustard. This is an invasive species in many areas, which means the best thing you can do for the environment is to eat it. The leaves have a pungent, garlicky onion flavor that makes an incredible wild pesto. It's high in vitamins A and C and thrives in the shadows where nothing else grows. Number 15. Wild violets. These aren't just pretty faces in the grass. Both the heart-shaped leaves and the purple flowers are completely edible. The leaves are a gentle thickener for soups, and the flowers contain high amounts of vitamin C. They add a royal touch to any summer salad and have a mild, sweet flavor. Number 14. Shepherd's purse. Named for its seed pods that resemble tiny leather pouches, this member of the mustard family has been a staple in Asian cuisine for centuries. The peppery leaves can be used like arugula, and the seeds can be ground into a spicy condiment. It is a hardy survivor that thrives in the poorest of soils. Number 13. Curly dock. You'll recognize this by its long, wavy-edged leaves. In the spring, the young leaves are tender and tart. By late summer, it produces huge clusters of seeds that turn a deep chocolate brown. These seeds can be harvested and ground into a gluten-free flour that tastes like buckwheat. Number 12. Red clover. The pinkish-purple blossoms are more than just a treat for bees. They are sweet and full of protein. Ancient cultures dried these flowers to make a nourishing flour or steep them into a mineral-rich tea. It's a soil builder that feeds both the earth and the people. Number 11. Pine needles. Most people don't think of trees as food, but the bright green tips of pine branches in the spring are loaded with more vitamin C than an orange. Steeping these needles in hot water creates a resinous, citrusy tea that has protected forest dwellers from scurvy for millennia. Number 10. Burdock root. If you've ever had a sticky burr caught in your clothes, you've met burdock. But beneath the soil lies a long, earthy root known in Japan as gobo. It is a prized vegetable that supports digestion and tastes like a cross between an artichoke and a potato. Number 9. Wild amaranth. Often called pigweed, this is the wild cousin of the ancient grain. The young leaves are a tender pod herb, and a single plant can produce thousands of tiny, protein-packed seeds. It is a resilient crop that can withstand droughts that would kill a modern cornfield. Number 8. Ground ivy. Also known as creeping Charlie, this aromatic member of the mint family was used to flavor and clarify beer before hops became the standard. It has a deep, earthy, balsamic flavor that makes a sophisticated tea or seasoning for roasted meats. Number 7. Cleavers. This is the sticky plant that clings to your socks. While it's annoying to the touch, it's a fantastic spring tonic. When dried or blanched, the Velcro-like hairs soften, and the plant provides a fresh, pea-like flavor that helps wake up the lymphatic system after a long winter. Number 6. Cattails. Often called the supermarket of the swamp. Every part of the cattail is edible at different times of the year. The young shoots taste like cucumbers, the pollen can be used as flour, and the starchy roots can be processed into a nutritious meal. It is the ultimate survival food. Number 5. Japanese knotweed. Another invasive plant that is actually a culinary treasure. The young shoots, harvested in early spring, look like asparagus but taste exactly like tart rhubarb. It's excellent in pies, jams, or simply roasted with a bit of honey. Number 4. Self-heal. This low-growing mint relative with purple flower spikes is entirely edible. It has a slightly bitter, earthy taste and can be tossed into salads or brewed into a cold infusion. It's a plant that lives up to its name, providing minerals that are stripped from modern farm soils. Number 3. Henbit. This early spring bloomer covers fields in a purple haze. It's a member of the mint family, but it doesn't taste like mint. It tastes like sweet kale. It provides a vital early-season food source for both humans and pollinators. Number 2. Broadleaf plantain. Not the fruit, but the white man's footprint that grows in every backyard. The young, tender leaves have a nutty flavor when sautéed. Even the seed stalks can be gathered and eaten like tiny ears of corn. It is one of the most abundant and overlooked vegetables on the planet. And finally, number 1. The dandelion. We return to this golden sun of the backyard. Every single part is a culinary gift. The roots can be roasted into a coffee substitute that rivals the real thing. The leaves are a bitter green that stimulates digestion. The yellow petals can be made into dandelion honey or jelly. But the real secret? The unopened flower buds. Picked while still tied against the ground, they can be pickled to create wild capers that are better than anything you can buy in a jar. Reclaiming the knowledge of these 20 wild foods is an act of rebellion. It is a step away from a system that wants you to believe you are dependent on a barcode for your survival. When you look at your backyard and see a feast instead of a chore, you are no longer a consumer. You are a harvester. The earth is still providing, just as it did for your ancestors. All you have to do is remember how to see it. Start small, learn one plant at a time, and rediscover the wild flavors that have been waiting for you just outside your back door. Subscribe now, and hopefully over time, your lawn will stop being a burden and start being your pantry. The journey back to the earth begins with a single step into your own yard.